Okay, this will be part 3 of my RB battles experience of just showing you guys, talking about, what went through, what happened during RB battles. This is, like I said, part 3. There, if you want to watch part 2 and part 1, there will be on my channel or linked in the description or comment or whatever I'll put it. Today we're talking about pretty much there's only two things, a little bit shorter, maybe, I don't know, it might be long based off the other videos, considering we're kind of dying off. This is basically the finals of RB battles, pretty much. And what that means is that so it was a bracket based event based off around 16 YouTubers, and they faced off to win a tournament for like what, 1,000,000 Robux or whatever that was. I don't know, so I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, 1,000,000 Robux. And pretty much that's it. For the community, we win prizes and stuff. We do 12 challenges in total to get a new item, which is a winner's wings, which is wings that look okay. In this video we'll go over that, and also antlers and a chance to get a hood of champions, which we'll also go over today with that prize, that item that we can earn. But before that, there's two things that happened in the finals. There was the battle back challenge and the final challenge. The battle back, what that meant is that they have this thing where if you lost in the semifinals, you had a chance to come back into the finals. So they had this one tournament where you had to now face off, I think it was 5 YouTubers in one match, and if you were to win in the battle back, you'd be able to get back into the finals and have a chance to win in a finals. Is pretty much a 5-man battle they had all together. And the final challenge, or the battle back challenge, was in this game, build battle, a game where we had to just build and stuff, and it was a bit difficult at first. The dates was this was December 4th, and the finals was December 5th. Now, of course, we didn't know when this was going to happen up until like last minute, not last minute, but like, the thought was that, okay, well, we didn't know when the final challenge was going to start. The challenge, we thought maybe it was going to be right as soon as we got the wings, we can go ahead and go into the challenge, but it was confirmed a couple days later that you're able to do the final challenge on after the finals live stream has finished. More on that later. So it would have been really bad is if this was the final challenge. This is, I mean, technically this is the final badge to get the wings. Could you imagine trying to get this badge? Because all RNGs, what you had to do, you had to pretty much win a special round as RB battles themed and get first place or second place to get this the badge, to get the wings. And could you imagine it being a race to get that first and then go to the game to do the final challenge? So you have to basically win by RNG and hope you win. Now, not every single round is RB battles. You will get a round, maybe build a lamp or build the egg or build a potato, and you will probably do that first until you get the RB battles round. And, well, first of all, have to win. So, for example, our build, our badge, we got second try or first try basically here. So we have to choose from these options here, which RB battles cross swords is part of the event. So now we have to win doing this challenge here and hope that we get top 1 or second place or first place, and which that's what we did. We built these ugly swords here. Here's what we did, I guess. I don't know, I tried my best. The building in this game is a bit awkward, so this is pretty much what we got here. I think this is the best we could do here for our cross swords. It's a bit awkward. Like I said, the building in this game is grid based, so the grid is not that great, honestly. If it was more free build, maybe it would have been a better build for sure. But this allowed us to get second place or tied for first, so they gave us the badge anyways. So that's pretty good, I guess. So it's good enough here. We got the badge reward there, just by getting second place. I'm not sure. It says first place, but then I don't know, second place. Maybe I was tied. I'm not entirely sure, but there you go. That is the badge there. Now we want to go into the nitty and gritty stuff. First, let's talk about December 5th, I mean. This is December 4th. December 5th is the final battle. And so here's what happened. I don't think I have video of like this. I mean, I guess I could pull it up of what happened, I guess. So on December 5th, they had the final battle. I decided, well, if there was nothing to do on that day, we just watch it live. I guess reaction video. I don't know, nothing to really react to, but we watched the together. We watched the final battle together because they announced that after the final battle was finished, or this final, I guess, tournament battle, you would be able to go ahead and attempt to do the final challenge. Of course, with that being said, that never happened. This is a live stream because, like I said before in part 2, the voting was leaked, and it leaked that Tanker won because everything's pre-recorded, and the finals got leaked, and it said that he won. So instead of just replaying that video, they decided, all right, let's do it live with everybody who's in the tournament that made it to the finals. Let's have everybody just do it again, but make sure that everybody, all that stuff. That's what happened. So that being said, this is the outcome, and some spoilers, but the winner of this video was Tanker. So he won twice. He won 2 million Robux instead of 1 million, because it'd be stupid, pretty much on that one there. But so he won twice. That's cool, I guess. And then of course, this is a live stream. I had to wait till the end for them to announce stuff. At the very end, to make you wait until to watch the entire video, they say that that final challenge is delayed, and you're going to have to wait till tomorrow to do it. I was like, okay, well, that's fine. I know it's all right. Because the reason why, because there was issues on Roblox went down for like 3-4 hours, and so it wasn't. They weren't able to, I guess, test out the game or update the game to test things out. So, which, I mean, testing the game, I don't know what that means for that one, but it didn't work out. So they had to delay it till Sunday, December 6th. So after the live stream, only thing that was shown was this giant portal that opened up, and it was not a bug. It's just supposed to pop up all the time. So this is like kind of like a teaser of the final challenge of what we're going to need to go through this portal to a alternate parallel universe. But yeah, with that being said, we're going to go over some tweets and some more of these delays here of this story of what happened in RB battles, pretty much. All right, posted on December 6th. This is their reply, as in, even though they said on December 5th that the challenge would be December 6th, but then nope, they released a statement saying that we can either have the final battle ready for Monday, December 7th, or have it on Saturday, on, I don't know what day that is, but a week basically set about 6 more days later. Basically, that was the options there. And considering it didn't really actually say anything else when it was Monday, they didn't really say anything. So obviously, then the choice was Saturday. They even leave it up to a poll. It's just, I guess, replies, I guess, which I don't know how much replies this got. I don't really use Twitter, but a decent amount, I guess. So it seems like they decided to be on Saturday. So it could have been on Monday, could have been on Saturday, could have been on Sunday, either or. It was Saturday that was chosen. A lot of delays. It was supposed to be on Saturday, but the Roblox had issues, and then even with all the testing they did, it still didn't. I mean, let me be real. Before we head into the video and head into what happened on the final challenge, even though they said that they took extra 6 days to do some testing and making sure that there's no way to do some hacking, exploiting, all that stuff, and people are not glitching and everything, I can only imagine how much worse it would have been on Monday. But Saturday was not perfect. Obviously, the challenge had a lot of bugs and a lot of glitches, which we'll go over. But it's still, who would have thought? What would have happened if it was on Monday? That's the thing. So either or, could have been worse. Let me tell you, probably. So let's head into the final challenge video here. Okay, here we are. We're in. Whoa. I'm not sure what happened there. I'm sorry about that. So here we are in the final battle video. This was 8 hours long. It took about 6 hours to complete this final challenge due to many bugs and all that stuff. I don't know. I'm trying to right now I am fast forwarding through it, but I might have to stop that due to timing and stuff. Before it started, there's a countdown in the lobby that told us when it's going to start. It doesn't matter because the game had to shut down anyways for the game to update for to get to the final challenge. So we had a timer right there, pretty much here and there. What you need to do first is go ahead and go to the ship and hold F to take off. When you take off, it'll teleport you to a new game, which is the final battle. But the issue of this is that it kicked you out because, well, that's usually how it goes when it first comes out. Also, having internet connection, so whenever I try to pretty much join new servers, I might crash. My stream might crash, or crashes my game. So I had some issues with that as well. So I had double issues. But of course, in the beginning, like always, this always happens. Whenever a game updates and is a new server instance, it never works on the first try. So you gotta keep trying, and here and there. But when we do get into the game and actually to the first challenge is this boss fight with these hands and this very, very demanding screen. The screen was very blurry on the stream because of bitrate. If you know what bitrate means, bitrate is the amount of the software, the encoding of the screen, and how much the software can pixel by pixel replay it onto YouTube, basically the website and all that stuff. So that's probably a bad explanation, but it looked very blurry on stream because there's just too much moving parts on the screen, so a bit of an issue there. But all you had to do for this boss fight was hold down left click, and you could press spacebar to dodge, which I didn't know at the beginning because that's brand new stuff. But the game, if you had a bad computer, you shot very slow. But people are asking me how am I shooting so fast. I was holding down left click the whole time, and you can see on the bottom of a green health and top is red health. And all we had to do is pretty much just shoot the pink guy, and the pink guy didn't move, or the blue one moved, but you just had to dodge the blue attacks. If you did die, you just reset and all that stuff. It took a long time to get it, but the issue is when you finished this fight here, you actually just died. It glitched out. One first glitch we ran into is that when you actually beat the hand boss here, you actually just died. You literally just you did the cutscene, but then you just die. So that sucked, and you had to redo everything, because when you die in the final challenge, you have to do everything over again. If you did it after they nerfed everything, when they nerfed everything, there's checkpoints and stuff, but this, no checkpoints. Once you died one time, you have to redo the boss, redo everything else after that, and do it again. That's just how it is. That's how the challenge is and all that stuff. So that was the start of the final challenge. It's doing this fight. It did make it easier later on. They did not make it easier, but made it better. Less lag. It shot faster, and everything was smooth. So, but in the beginning, everything was very bad. So, like, when you have a bad impression, it was gonna hate it. So there's that. So I think this is my first time beating it. So to see what happens when you beat it for me, the first time beating it, you know, it was annoying, a lot, very annoying. But you can see how we'll get the cutscene and everything, and then it'll just kill me. Yeah, and I do it again, which is fun. So look at this. Oh, it's so blurry. Oh my god, it's so bright. Watch, this is the fun part. This is what happens right here. Ready? Here it comes. So we get the cutscene, right? And then we're dead. And then we go back and do the boss again. Perfect, right? Perfect start. You do it again. Fun. Alright, let's get past this part here. So eventually, we do get past the bug. I think I started to, I moved a little bit when I was in this cutscene, so your character actually spawns down there already, and it's invisible. You're not actually in the ship. So I started moving before we headed in, pretty much. And that worked out quite a bit. And the first thing to do is go ahead and go on the ship and pick up the swords. Those swords actually are powered. So the green sword gave you more movement speed. The pink sword gave you healing over time. And the truth sword showed hidden symbols around the map. Now, the thing with to do with this area was a bit hard to explain if you don't know, if you've never done it before. But there's a giant giant screen behind me. And I showed a bunch of mini games. Those mini games are from the game. It's a mini game. What to do is run on the map, and there's these hidden symbols around the map. I said twice. Around the lobby, I guess. And you had to pretty much take a screenshot, write them down, whatever you want, and then you have to decipher them with a description encoder or decoder that we've had before. We were given we're given some what do you call it? We're given before this started, there was a bunch of symbols which we were able to decode. People had like a sheet of, or notepad of symbols of what they meant in the game, pretty much. Also, there is, if some letters would be missing, and in the ship there's a text at the bottom that actually kind of told you the last letters of what they are or what they could be. pretty much. So we'll go with some examples here of what we're looking for in this area, basically. So one of the biggest issues actually was if you stayed in the area for too long, these robots keep spawning and spawning pretty much, and it became a big issue just because they do a lot of damage, and even if you have the healing sword out, you can kill them, but it takes a bit of time. It's a waste of time to kill these guys. So you just keep running around, trying to pull your healing sword out to heal yourself, and pulling out the Russo's Truth sword to see some symbols here and there. And so you can see that there were symbols on the bottom there that showed the hosts' faces. That was the order you needed to put for the mini games. Hard to explain. I don't really have a good way to show this, but you have to find symbols like on the map and decode them. Best way I could say is that, yeah, I don't know. Also, I have some examples here, I guess. Here's an example of symbols. We have the sword here. We have less than sign, I think. And equals green sword, right? And that less than sign, I think that's what the symbol is. I forget. That one pretty much tells you it's a letter in the alphabet, and we have a decryption code and everything, and that tells you exactly what it is. There were some issues with it though. We don't know. It was not perfect. There was reasons why. I'll show you guys here. It just took me a long time to finish. People were getting past me in the getting the right code to get to the next part of the challenge, but it took me like 3 hours to get this because of one thing only. One of the codes for the that I had, the decryption or the decoder, was kind of wrong. Some of the letters are right, some of the letters are wrong, and so we had that issue where it's hard to decode, and I'll tell you why. Here we go. I'm about to show you my work that I did here on my screen on stream. All right, so here's the screen we had here. I'm kind of blocking it here. Let me just move my camera real quick. So here we have what my progress was. We have green, blue, purple. So I meant DJ, Russo, Sabrina, and Sword. That's the order we had to put these answers in. The mini games are the answers, and we pretty much, there is about 12-ish symbols around the map, and we had to put them together. So there, if it was a Russo face and there was 3 of them, you take all those 3 combinations and put them together. So we had NSRTSR. That was our answer. For DJ, we have ALAVIO. But the thing is, we had VIO in it, and there was no O and there's no I in Lava Escape, but we had ALAV. So the thing is that there could have been a wrong, a mistake there. That could have been an issue there where we just had the wrong symbols there for the I and the O. But for some reason, the ALAVIO, that is the one that got me stuck the most. And then when you don't have all the symbols, I don't know where all the areas were for all the symbols. For purple, with GDO, which could have been multiple mini games, right? And so the issue is that it becomes a guessing game. We know the order, but we have like multiple answers. So every time you put the wrong answer in, you died, and you have to go back and do the boss fight. Not that hard to do, but you just have to a lot of jumping back and forth, jumping back and forth. By the end of took me this is 3 hours in already, and people have done this already, but I have not finished it because it was more bugs. But it took a long time typing out all my answers here. Everybody had different answers, but eventually there will be overlap, as there's not enough unique answers in total. But eventually people will get the same answers as I did, and so that's what kind of helped me here and there. So here's my answer. I think I got. Eventually we did finish it. That part is so annoying. So I answered using my answer I got, which was Lava Escape, Treasure Hunt, Dodgeball, and I forget what it was. Oh yeah, Boulder Run. And those are the answers I got. It gives you the check mark. If you get it wrong, you die, but you always keep guessing. And you have to wait for this platform to pop out here. And then we have this little parkour area here for the first time. Nothing too difficult. Just don't fall off, or you gotta just redo it. But if you do fall and you do die, you don't have to redo the code unless you redraw the game. Some parkour, very easy, very easy. If you have the DJ sword, it gives you more movement speed. And here we have the second challenge of the final challenge, third challenge, I guess. We have is this quiz here, which quizzes you about the RB battles as a whole here. And the whole point is that if you, the whole point is this takes a long time to get to. It's not. It's supposed to do this on purpose, as that it's just annoying. That's all. But if you don't know the answer to some answers, you can just reset it by jumping out of the chair and get more answers. But if you do get one answer wrong, you fully reset and do this over again and wait for them to come out. I had a lot of help. People from chat, helped me a lot. But like I said, you can like show that there. You can just reset and wait for the animation again, pretty much, and do it again. But of course, I had help from chat, which is very useful in these answers. But yeah, this is one of the not longer parts, but one of them not annoying. You can pretty much get these pretty quickly for the most part if you memorize them here and there. So pretty much I have decent memory. So we got all the answers here, I'm pretty sure. Teddy bear, potion, Game Boy. There we go. And then if you get one wrong, you just die, or unless that's it. But then here, the next part, we have some parkour. In this one, you're going to need the user swords. You need to use at least the blue sword is useless. The only swords you use now is the pink sword and the green sword. Green sword for movement speed, and pink sword for healing, because you don't die instantly. So they'll be late. Oh, what's taking so long? Jeez, this does take a long time. This is on even increased speed. So here's a timer. There was a bug actually before this. I don't really want to show it because I have to go backwards. But we're a little bit further ahead now into the stream. But sometimes the timer won't appear, and you need the timer to progress in the game. So there's that. That's the fun thing. You need the timer for that. So here we have the healing sword out, which is very useful for the most part. I'm not sure this kills you. I don't think it did, but these lasers, they do hurt a little bit. The more you hit, the more damage you take. So hitting one laser is pretty good, but hitting 5 probably will kill you. With a lot of waiting around to just be safe, because you want to do everything all over again. But the 8 minutes is very generous. It won't take you 8 minutes to get through everything. That's the thing. Once you know the path and everything, just watch this and you'll pretty much get through everywhere here. And I almost died there, but that's just how it goes. And here we have this conveyor belt. That's what they're called. Very simple. You gotta just jump across and then up the trust here, and then up here. Some people did a different path, but I did this path instead. A little bit more simpler. You want to use the DJ sword, and then you get across there, and then to the right. And then there's a room of doors. There was only one door you need to go through, pretty much. Oh, this is my first time actually going through this, so I had to ask chat where to go. People have already done it before. This is actually my first time looking at this. All you do is go to a blue door, which I didn't know. People were saying blue door, blue door, blue door, small blue door. I was like, oh, well, what's a small blue door? I don't know. But if you did go through a door, it made you bigger, and it goes, you'll get lost eventually. I think there's a bug. I had a bug on this one. Another bug here. A lot of bugs in this, obviously. But I went to the correct door. I went to one door by mistake, but then I went to the correct door, and then it kept teleporting me backwards. So I can show you guys here what happened. It's impossible to really play the game with that bug there. So here's a correct. Oh, there's a correct door right there. But even though I got it correct, I kept teleporting backwards for some reason. I think maybe not. No, there it is. Yep, there it is. So like I was completely bugged. So I just decided like just I guess die. I guess it wouldn't make any sense to do it again. If I kept going teleporting backwards, so I just killed myself. So that we just do everything back fast. It's very fast. This is still like 4 hours in and nobody's done it. Nobody's finished. This is still 4 hours in and nobody has done the challenge. Got the hood yet. No one's done the challenge yet. Surprisingly, you would think. So here is the first one of the challenges here. We get some dialogue from the hosts, and we pretty much play mini games based against AI. And mini games are based off of the mini games from the game. The first one is dodgeball against, I think her name is Ashley. I don't remember at all. But all you do is just destroy her basically. It's a bit awkward. It only threw I thought it was, I don't know her name. Eventually you would run out of dodgeballs, and so what we had to do was the host would throw dodgeballs at you to do damage to yourself, and then all we did was stand next to her, and then the host would kill her eventually. But it was kind of weird with that being a thing. I'm not sure it was on purpose, but if you ran out, that's the fun part about it, I guess, or weird part about it. So eventually, standing on top of her head, they just do damage to her, and then she'll just die. And there you go. Second part, it's against this guy. in Spleef, and all you had to do was just lose because that made you turn into the battle back, which is what they did basically. So if we just, I thought this is the first time doing it. People tell me just die, so I didn't die at first because he actually doesn't die. He doesn't lose. It's impossible for him to lose. So his game mode's pretty easy, but he doesn't lose. So that's fun. Yeah, chat tells me to die, so I die. There it goes. And then we get the battle against Tanker and the Cosmic Carts minigame, I think that was called. And here is where the fun stuff happens. It's not a hard minigame to win, but we had a lot of issues. This is the minigame that pretty much soft locked everybody from continuing the challenge. Some people can get past it, right? And they could have gotten the badge. They could have gotten the win, but they couldn't do the second part or the last part, which I messed up on one time. Probably could have got the hood, but here's the issue. You'll see it soon. We're on lap 2 here. No big deal. It's pretty easy mini game. For whatever reason, once we've passed the finish line and beating Tanker here, we just die and have to redo the entire thing again. And doing it again will bug out because the game thinks you lived, and you get to reset the server basically and rejoin the game and hope that it'll work. So much time was wasted on this part. If the thing is, if it was happening to everybody, then maybe it would have been the final challenge would be done already, and then there was that. But there we go, back to reset, and there we go. What's gonna happen? I don't know, guys. What are you gonna do? Rejoin the game and then try again? It didn't really work that well. It sucked. That was like one of the biggest problems right there. That could have been, people who got to that part probably could have finished the game by then. It's not that hard after that, but yeah, it sucked a lot. So it's a brand new server. It's like a second attempt at this. This took about, so people told me to go slow, so I went slow. Okay, there we go. And then we waited, and we're dead. Not much we do. We're gonna join a new server, which I didn't do, would waste of time, but who would have thought? Oh well, fun. So eventually it's been fixed. We're on lap 3 here, and this should give us the win. We were behind Tanker, but he falls off the edge, so that's pretty nice, and we win that round there. And actually it worked. So now we have this part here. I don't know if this was when it was already done, like everybody already had the Hooded Champions were done already. I'm not totally sure, but I was pretty sad that this is the one that worked. And there we're against Creek here in Progress Predicament. And there was 2 ways to win. One is to just get him enough points, get enough tiles than him, or he falls off the edge and dies. I think later on I think the AI got smarter and didn't do it, but in the beginning it fell a lot, and so it was one of the easiest ways to beat Creek here, the AI here. I don't think it's that bad. Sometimes the host would sabotage you and give him more tiles than you, but here he was the actual final challenge here. This is the final parkour, which I think still, if I was able to finish this, I probably would have been able to what do you call it? Got the hood, but I died. So this is hard. It was kind of hard. Some of the parts for sure, because it's just different parkour. People said the lava would go up. The lava never came up, so I'm not sure. It's my first time, so I have no idea where to go, basically. So it's all mystery to me. I was gonna be careful of everything I go. Once I die, you have to redo everything again, right? So gotta be careful of where we jump, pretty much. So maybe this is also made easier. It was nerfed a long time ago, not a time ago, later on, and pretty much it was checkpoints. You're able to be able to do things pretty much at any time. So this is where I fall, and this is probably what I didn't know how much more after this, and I didn't know. This is all fresh to me, and I died here from a silly mistake. I don't want to watch this anymore. I don't know why I died there. I'm just bad at this game. That would have been the run there to get the hood. It was sad. So after about 6 hours into doing this, here it is. This is the final stretch here. I struggled this part a little bit. I did say about, I think my first time being here, I don't think I was able to get to the hood, but I was close. Ever since that part got fixed, the tanker part, everybody else who was able to get to that part, whoever got there first, were able to just get it easily. So that kind of sucked, but we're pretty close. I think we're 300. We got our golden antlers at. I'll probably check. We'll check at the end of the video. Then check my inventory and check what the badge was, but I think around there, around 200, 300. I think. I mean, we got. I mean, for the Ready Player 2 thing, we did get like 258. I didn't mention at the beginning of the video, but we will be going over Ready Player 2 event after this. Not on this video, but after. It'll be another 2-part series there. This is 3 parts, so. Once this is done, I gotta work on that. Maybe next week part 1 should be out if I'm not busy with everything. But here, this is the last part here, which is the ice level. And this is actually my first time seeing this. I have no idea what to expect here. I don't even know what this is, what this area is. My first time. People were saying about ice and not fall off and stuff. So had some a little bit of hint there, but this ball is kind of scary. Almost walked into it because it faced you towards there, so that's fun. But the parkour is actually really easy though with the green sword, so just a nice home stretch here, and we get our antlers at the end here pretty much. So there it is. That is the final challenge. I might have left out a couple things, some bugs here and there. Might have missed something on a long video, 30 minutes again. I expected it to be pretty long. A lot of things that happen in this final challenge, and a lot of bugs to go over and how it went for me and other people as well. But yeah, there you go. That is RB Battles in its whole entity. I don't know what I'm trying to pronounce here, but there you go. Into the portal. Is it still confused? I didn't know I was done. You know, I was here. I was like, what happened? I was so confused. I was like, wait, this is done? I'm done? I didn't know. Pretty much. So you get a little cart ride. It's pretty cool cart ride, honestly. And there's get the trophy at the end and all that stuff. So, but could you imagine sitting in this? You have to sit through this, and you imagine you're like, there's like 28 left. People are ahead of you on the roller coaster, and so you have to wait and just not get anything because you have to wait through this part here. Not sure why it's lagging, but cool, very cool. Might have been the stream. Actually, don't know why it's lagging. I think, was that my stream? I'm not sure. It could be my video replay right now, but it's super bad. It is on ×2 speed right now, but yeah, it's pretty cool. It shows all the places in a little like miniature area, like a Disney ride, basically. Super Striker League. It's pretty cool animations. Honestly, they did a pretty good job on this part. It's very satisfying as you worked about 3 weeks on this event, and it all pays off to get 2 antlers. Some swords, some wings here and there. So yeah, that's it. That's the final challenge. At the end, you meet J Party, gives you the badges, and then there's some credits at the end, which just shows you some cool song. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That is the final battle. Winner gets some dialogue from J Party, and with the badges at the end here, pretty much. There you go, 2 badges, and that's the event. That is RB Battles. There might be another one next year, who knows, but hopefully a little bit better than that. I found a little bit more polish, but what can you say? It's not like it's all third-party devs, so there you go. So we check with antlers, gold antlers of honor, and then we check the amount of badges that we had at the time. So it was about 300 people when I got the badge for the first time. So there you go. That is our battles, and that's all I can say. Cool. There you go. 381 around there is how much people got the badge. So couldn't get top 30, but top 300, pretty much the same thing. Totally not. But there you go. That's the series. That's my experience with RB Battles. Look forward to my experience with Ready Player 2, which I think is more interesting than RB Battles. So we did everything on the first day, and some days we had no information, and there were long days. I'm trying to figure out what was the puzzles for each of the games. All more hidden than everything else. Than RB Battles, of course. There was 3 hidden things. There's 7 hidden things in Ready Player 2 event. Credits, of course, and that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. 35 minutes, pretty long, but it is a pretty nice story of what happened today. I don't know, or that day. Long, but man, oh man, a lot of things happened, and there you go. So there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. All 3 parts will be up on the channel, and like I said, 2 parts for Ready Player 2 coming out eventually. If not out already, check that out on my channel. There you go. Have fun, guys. Do whatever you want.